Yo, 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 man, what's going on with the Raider Nation? What is going on with all the NFL fans out there? How's everybody doing, man? Thank you guys for tuning into the video once again. And as you guys can tell by the title, as you guys can see by the thumbnail, man, this is just a message to the Raider Nation, real quick. That way we can all realize what we're really going through right now, right? We are officially going to be going through a rebuild. Whether the Raider Nation, Mark Davis, anyone declares it, man, that's just what it is, right? We're looking at this. We're going to go in there and get us a brand new quarterback, it looks like. Obviously, guys, we're going with the whole new coaching staff. Pete Carroll being fired, Chip Kelly being gone. Greg Olson's obviously not going to stay the interim offensive coordinator. And Patrick Graham, obviously, right, is on his way out. He just interviewed with the Commanders today. So there's a big move here, guys, and obviously it's called for a rebuild. Tom Brady, you know what I mean? He's stepping in with Spytek, and they're going to kind of work something up to try to find us the best possible head coach to go in there and lead this Raiders team to some kind of victory, right? Because we have been failing for years, guys, to have any kind of success. And honestly, as a Raider fan, man, it's getting really hard, right? You go in there, you spend money to go to games, you got to take trips to go to Vegas, right? And then you just get upset in a loss. You spend money, all these big guys out there, the black hole parties throwing these big old parties, man, and they're just, you know what I mean? It sucks that we have to always end up in a loss, man. But this is honestly just a message to the Raider Nation that we really do need to open our eyes, guys, because this team right now that we're dealing with, although we do have some playmakers, it's going to take a little bit of time to get this team really going again. And obviously, guys, we're entering a full rebuild, right? So I'm saying at least another 3-4 years before this team even sniffs the playoffs. I'm sure we'll look a whole lot better than what we did last year with this team moving forward. I mean, at least I hope, right? I said that last year when AP left and Pete Carroll got signed with Chip Kelly as our offensive coordinator. I said, hey, we're going to look a whole lot better. But obviously that did not happen, right? I mean, we obviously degressed with Pete Carroll. And I'm honestly happy he's gone, man. You know what I mean? I'm obviously over the whole Pete Carroll thing. I know he was 1 year and done, and that's pretty much how it works here at the Raiders, which is pretty sad. And this is why I'm really hoping that Tom Brady and Spytek really go in there and target a young head coach that could really go in there and lead this team. You know what I mean? Go in there and get the quarterback that we need to really build this team. Obviously, Geno's not the guy, and we really need to stop going after all these washed up veteran quarterbacks that we think have some life in them and they don't have nothing left in the tank. I think Kenny Pickett was an okay pickup as a backup, as a second string. But for him to start, I think that's out of the picture. Aiden O'Connell, obviously, he has a lot to work on. But even him as a backup is okay to me. But we really need to go in there and get our guy, man. We need to go in there and make an identity for the Raiders. And that's where we have been failing, guys, is the Raiders have no identity. We don't have nothing going for us besides Max Crosby and Brock Bowers. Those are the only two guys that we could really depend on right now. And like I keep saying, guys, Ashton Jeanty will be a solid pick. It's just, we got to really build around the guy. You know what I mean? But he will be pretty damn good, I think, once we get this team going. But this is just a message, like I said, guys, to the Raider Nation. We're going to have to be patient with this next head coach we get, hoping it's a younger guy, hoping it's a guy that still has some longevity left in the tank, right? As the Raider Nation, man, we are really going to have to sit in there and be patient with what we have. We're really going to have to sit in there and soak up with what we got. Say we have another bad year, we're going to have to let whoever it is, whether it be Kubiak, Shula, whoever it is, Harbaugh, whoever comes in here and coaches this team, we're going to need to give them at least another 3-4 years. And we cannot keep firing coaches, man. This is where it has to stop, right? And this is where choices have to be made the right way. You got to go in there, like I said, guys, and this is, you know what I mean? I sound like a broken record, but we got to get our young head coach and go in there and grab our quarterback, man, and start building around our quarterback. You know what I mean? Obviously, he has weapons around him. He has Jack Bech, who is a good possession wide receiver, I think, kind of plays the same role as Jacoby Myers. You know what I mean? Not the most dynamic wide receiver, but he does tend to be open, and he does know how to catch a ball. That's for damn sure. Obviously, like I said, guys, Brock Bowers is one of the best tight ends in the league. If we can develop Dante Thorne into the guy we really want, we can have him as that deep threat guy. And obviously, Trey Tucker, man, he's one of the sneakiest wide receivers, I think. So he has some stuff he could work with. And this is what we really just need to do, guys, is we got to give this team some time. And we really need to stop going in there and pressuring pretty much the Raiders office or whatever it is that the social media that the Raider Nation has towards them. We really need to stop that. We got to let this team build, man. No more firing coaches, but I was on the train with firing Pete Carroll, man. Just based on how bad this team was and based on the age. Not saying anything's bad about him being old. Obviously, old comes with wisdom. You've been around the game. You know what I mean? So I have a lot of respect for the old guys. It's just I think the time has passed Pete up, and he failed to pick up with the speed. So I'm all for it, right? And obviously his son having one of the worst offensive lines in the year and failing to start the rookies. I mean, I was all for it, guys. Obviously, you know what I mean? I was hyping it up as well. But this is where it stops, guys. We have to really realize that this team is going to be going through a rebuild here for these next 3-4 years. And whether anyone says it or not, man, I mean, I believe that's what it is. Like I said, whole new coaching staff, all new coordinators, new quarterback. It's gonna look new, man. It's gonna look new. Obviously, guys, there's a lot of stuff to look forward to this year coming up. We do have a lot of money in free agency, but we do have a lot of one-year deals as well. So I'm pretty curious to see who we're gonna re-sign, how much they're gonna get, and how long we're gonna be signing guys for. Obviously, with the new head coach coming in, we'll see how things play. We'll see how things play out, and we'll see a lot of guys leave. So we'll see what happens there. But I'll catch you guys on the next video, man. Appreciate everyone for tuning in once again. Big shout out to all you guys, man, to all my subs, to all the newcomers, to all the viewers. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that sub button on the way out, guys. Don't forget to hit that like button. We do have a giveaway out at 500 subs, man, and we're almost there. I believe we just hit 450 today. So big shout out to you guys. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Go Raiders.